I remember when I was little, I was that kid that would play with my food, and my mom would always encourage it. She wouldn't say, hey, don't play with your food. I just learned how to play a little bit better. Today's kind of one of those fun things. It's not a twice-baked potato. It's not a loaded baked potato. It's a loaded mashed potato cake. Does that sound cool?
No.
It's all the goodies you love in mashed potatoes and baked potatoes, but in a fun cake, like a great side dish.
If you say so, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Well, both of you guys will see. You'll see. I'll show this world a thing or two. Wrong show. Let me show you guys how to do it. I need to start with my potatoes first because they're going to take the longest amount of time. So I'm going to take some Idaho potatoes, some russet potatoes, just the most potato-y potato you can find. We're going to dice those up. Now, the smaller the pieces, the faster they'll cook. Also notice I'm leaving the skins on. I am that guy. I like having skins in my mashed potatoes.
I do too.
Country style,
it's like
old
chunky,
style, the way Mama did it.
The way
Mama did it?
It was intended.
So I'm going to do it. So dice those up. We're going to throw those into some salted boiling water. Now today I am using the Blackstone that has a side burner on the side, which is fantastic, but you can do this inside if you'd like to and bring it back out. Now you want those to be nice and tender, so let those go for just a little while in some salted water. I've also got some Wright's thick cut bacon, my favorite. Let's go ahead and get this crispy just like it's for breakfast. Now this is twofold. We do want crispy, gorgeous bacon, but we also want to render out all of that beautiful fat. So take it slow. We've got some time to wait for our potatoes. Take this bacon nice and slow. Once that bacon is crispy, gorgeous, and finished, we're gonna throw some paper towel down on a cutting board and let them drain. This helps, some of that grease fall off, and it helps them get a little bit crispy. Now our potatoes are perfect and finished. Let's go ahead and take that pot. I'm gonna take it inside and dump out all the water, and we're gonna get to mashing. Now this part really, really is simple. I like to start with a little bit of unsalted butter. We talk about this a lot, unsalted, so we can control the amount of salt in our food. That's a half a stick. Have you seen those, CJs? You can buy them in the half sticks.
Of course I have.
Love them, love them.
I want to show them to you.
Let's go and do salt and pepper now. I'm gonna be fairly generous. We can always add more. I'm using salt to control my saltiness, not salted butter.
How clever.
Salt and pepper. I'm also gonna use some garlic powder. Now you could use fresh garlic. I like garlic powder in my mashed potatoes. That's how I roll, CJ. It's how I roll.
It's a good one.
Let's go ahead and we're gonna go with milk, right? So milk is gonna create a nice creamy potato. Let's only add a little bit because we don't wanna cool the potatoes down, but I do wanna make it easier to mash and melt that butter. Let's go ahead and throw those in there. And the adding the skins or getting rid of the skins, that's totally a personal thing. I love the way it makes it look. I like that more rustic style mashed potato. All right, we're looking good. Now we can add a little bit more milk. Now you don't want these too creamy. If I'm making mashed potatoes like for dinner, I like a creamy mashed potato. You want this one to hold together just a little bit because we're turning them into cakes. So we don't want them to be too creamy. If they're too creamy, they'll fall apart is what I'm trying to say. All right, that looks pretty good. We're gonna mix a little bit more in a second. Let's go in with a little bit of flour. Now this is the part that is gonna help us bind together. So this is where it changes from a mashed potato to a potato cake. It was cooler in my head.
Yeah, it wasn't that cool out here.
I've got an egg. Let's do 2 eggs for this amount actually. So the egg and the flour, it's gonna help those potatoes stay together. Have you guys ever made these? CJ, ever made potato cakes?
I've never made potato cakes.
It's like one of those things. Everyone's made mashed potatoes. Everyone has made delicious, simple mashed potatoes, but taking it to the next level is super fun. I do want to move this out of the way for just a second. Actually, check this out, CJ, get in close. Before my eggs start to cook, I do want to mix those in.
Oh, cooking just based on the residual heat.
Yeah, they will cook in that heat, and you don't want that, so you want them to be mixed in. Can you see how that consistency is changing?
Oh, yeah.
It's starting to look almost like a dough or a batter, which is great. I'm going to move this out of the way. Before I do, let's add cheese. I've got some cheddar cheese. I want a cheesy cake. That looks pretty good. Go hard. Just do it.
Just go hard, bro.
Do it. Get it in there.
You're not hardcore unless you live hardcore.
wrong show.
The legend.
Great quote.
The rent.
Let's chop up our bacon really quick. That's a good one. That's good. We'll save a little bit of this We'll save a little bit of this for garnish. We'll chop up a lot of it for our mash. I keep calling it a mash for our cakes. So chop all that up. Let's add some of that. I've also got some green onions. I want those nice and small as well. We're gonna add those and then maybe a touch more salt and pepper. I mean, it's up to you, but where we are right now, very simple. It's mashed potatoes with some bacon and some cheese and some egg and flour. That's it. That's all you gotta do. And you could eat at this point if you really wanted to. You know what? Let's actually clean up our griddle. You could eat it right now, but it's got the raw egg, so you don't really want to. Let's clean up our griddle, but don't get rid of the bacon fat. Just those little bits of leftover, like that stuff right there, that's just the leftover bacon. We don't want that, but we do want all of this liquid. Look at this. Gold, baby. Little piece of bacon. Get out of here. We don't need that. But we do want all of this stunning fat. All right, here we go. We're gonna take a big spoon. We're gonna get into the pot, and we're essentially making our own little pancakes. So take a couple of spoons, make them as big or as little as you like. I'm thinking 2-3 ounces or so. Just flatten them out. They don't have to be perfectly circular. You just want them to start getting crispy and bubbly and going from mashed potatoes into a potato cake. Now the cheese will start to melt. You'll start to see that golden crust. It'll be almost like a potato chip on the outside, but creamy, delicious goodness on the inside. These are really easy. Do as many, do a ton, because they're gonna go really quick. While those are cooking, let's get to our sauce. This is very simple. I'm gonna go traditional, classic. I'm just gonna add some sour cream to a bowl with a pinch of salt and pepper, a touch of garlic powder, and a little bit of water to thin it out. That's just gonna give it a nicer presentation. It's a bit more drizzly at the end. Now everything was pretty much cooked except for the flour and the eggs, so we're not really looking for a ton of time here. Both those things cook very fast, so we're talking 3 minutes per side. If you want to slow it down, you want it to be a little crispier, go a little lower heat, and go 5 minutes per side if you want to. But what you're looking for is golden crust, beautiful little cakes. Look at these things. These things are awesome. Now to plate these, you could do it in a number of ways. You could serve this with a steak or as a side dish for something else, or serve it family style on a platter and garnish with some of that slightly watered down sour cream just so it drizzles nicer, has a prettier appearance. Hit it with some of those leftover bacon pieces and some green onion. Like, this is one of those easy things. You've all done stuff like this before, maybe not like this, so it's a way to elevate the plain old mashed potatoes. Easy, right, CJ?
Easy.
So easy.
Mashed potato.
No, that's not how it goes. The cheese, the bacon, the butter. Oh wow. Oh, this is gonna be a mouthful of hot. I can't help it. Wait, look. Oh.
Oh yeah, buddy.
That's, come on. Full Todd Tovin. Remember what he does?
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa.
So it's mashed potatoes, loaded mashed potatoes, a different way. Yep. You're welcome.
Yes. Yes, it is, CJ. Thank you for noticing. Here's the thing. You guys have done this before. We talk a lot about, you know, technique, not necessarily a recipe. I don't think you guys learned much today about how to make mashed potatoes. I'm sure you can all do that very, very well. Add the flour, add the egg, create more of a batter, and you make little crispy cakes. I mean, it's not crunchy
chip
like a
crispy.
fritter. No, it's not
But it's a
crunchy like a
texture
fritter.
thing,
You know,
probably.
these have been going a little bit longer. Check this out. I'm gonna bring one over to you, CJ.
Okay.
I'm bringing it right here. If you want to go a little bit longer on them, you can get them a little bit more crispy. But I mean, you can get a listen. You know, it's got texture. It's got some crisp, but we're not in like potato chip territory. Whoa. That's all I gotta say. Whoa. Do these with steaks, do these with chicken, do these with seafood, do these by themselves. This honestly would be good for dinner by itself. That's all I got. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. This is a fun one. I hope you guys love it. Let me know down in the comments, do you guys like to play with your food? How do you play with your food? How do you make things fun? This is how I like to do it. And I'm okay with that.
And that is all right.
I can't wait for you guys to try it. You're gonna love it. Ethan's gonna really love this one. Yeah, be sure to subscribe. Click the button down below if you're not already. Find us on all the social media platforms. Watch all the shows. Do all the things. Do all the stuff. You know, this is Cook, Eat, Repeat, where we like to help you become a better cook, one recipe at a time. I'm your host, Chef Nathan Lippy, and I will hammer all of these potatoes because they're that good. And I'll see you next time.